Hey people, welcome to another video on the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another Forest transfer video. Getting back into the flow of doing the transfer videos and all that as the window does get up and rolling and moving. But I'm going to waste no more of your time and I'm going to get straight into the rumoured incomings and outgoings. But before we do, make sure you slap a like on the video, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and turn on the notifications bell if you never want to miss a video. Thank you very much. And without further ado, let's go. So, as of right now, there's no real new confirmed deals, like nothing set in stone just yet. So, we're just going to start with the rumoured incomings. Starting off with Saud. For now, we're just going to call him Saud. I'm not going to try and butcher his surname or anything like that. But he's a 24-year-old Saudi Arabian right back who currently plays out in Saudi Arabia for Al Hilal, who have just won the Saudi Pro League. They've gone undefeated in the league. And yeah, he's got 12 months left on his contract. He's looking to come to play in Europe. It's us and Villa who are linked with him. It depends what his ambitions are as a player, quite frankly. Are his ambitions to, play right at the very peak, of world football, playing in the UEFA Champions League? Which, if that's the case, then go to Villa, maybe play like 10 games a season, maybe get 5 starts. Then yeah, if that's your ambition, then, I won't, you can't, like belittle him or say, oh, why have you not gone there? He's going to be playing in the Champions League. But if you want regular game time in the Premier League, then, your chance to start, going to Forest where there's less competition. You've only really got to compete with Nico Williams, who's got a track record of getting injured at least once a season. So, it's a lot more realistic to be the main starting right back if he joins Forest, whereas he might be second or third fiddle if he went to Villa. He's also capped for Saudi Arabia. He's made 24 appearances. He was the starting right back when they beat Argentina in the World Cup, and he helped them get to the Asian Cup semi-finals as well. Looking at his stats for Al Hilal, though, he's made 51 appearances, 4 goals and 9 assists over the course of the season. Again, very impressive. Currently has a market value of £4 million. Listen, I'm not going to lie, I'd like to think that Al Hilal won't demand too much for him, because every single owner of the Saudi Arabian clubs, they have unlimited money. So selling players isn't really a thing. It doesn't really matter. They can just, they have unlimited money pretty much. So I think, especially with not long left on his contract, I think we could get him definitely under the £10 million mark. I don't think market value clubs don't tend to, value players too much out of that normally, unless it's like a star player. So based on that, I think we could maybe get him for around 5 to 6 million quid, which I think would be a very good signing based on, the performances he's put up at international level and the numbers he's put up from right back, in the Saudi Pro League, which, with the quality of players that are now over there, I think, could be a very, very good signing. The next rumoured incoming is a bit of a strange one, to be honest. Sam Johnston. Now, I'm not too sure on this one. He's 31 years of age. He was Palace's first choice keeper, then he got injured, he got a nasty elbow injury, and then Dean Henderson came and started, and from what I saw, he did a pretty decent job. However, we're linked with, I think it's Carlos Miguel, who is about to, hopefully sign for us. We're just waiting on the medical. Now, if we sign him, then I see absolutely no need for Sam Johnston. As much as I think he's a very good goalkeeper, I saw him from his time at West Brom, I've always thought he is a decent keeper, one that's very capable at Premier League level. However, we currently have Turner, Vouch, Sells, and if Miguel comes in, then we'll have Miguel. So we have 4 keepers on our books. Don't get me wrong, I do hope Turner and Vouch aren't with us next season, quite frankly. Then I think we have 2 quality keepers. Then maybe if we bring someone up from the under-23s, like maybe a Shelby or someone like that, then I think, we don't need to sign another goalkeeper. It's not like he's a free agent as well. We would have to pay a fee for him. His market value is 10 million quid. So I think Palace would want something within that region. So I don't really see the need to sign him, especially if we're going to bring in, a much younger goalkeeper with a completely different dynamic in terms of style of play. So I'm not too sure on this one. Looking at his stats, though, he made 23 appearances for Crystal Palace, keeping 6 clean sheets, conceding 33. However, at the time when he was playing, Palace were not playing very well. They were towards the relegation zone. He didn't really make an appearance under the new manager that they've just brought in. So yeah, it's difficult to judge. I think he's a very decent keeper, and one, if we needed a goalkeeper, say in January, if I got offered Sam Johnston, I would take Sam Johnston over Turner or Vouch. I probably wouldn't take him over Saud, quite frankly. However, it just, with his injury track record as well as a keeper, and with the keepers we have on our books, and looking to bring in another goalkeeper for less than 5 million quid, I really just don't see the point in us signing another goalkeeper. The next player is Vanderson, a Brazilian centre-back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say that again. A Brazilian centre-back. Yes, obviously with Murillo's departure pretty much inevitable, we're going to need another centre-back. And if we can get one of a similar mould and a similar style of Murillo, then that will be absolutely fantastic. He's currently playing out in France for Monaco, where he made 23 appearances last season, getting 3 goals and 1 assist. You know, from centre-half, that is not bad at all. Now, yeah, as I said, Murillo's departure is inevitable. The only really interesting thing when it comes to the transfer saga is how much we're going to get for him. Now, reportedly, we only need to raise £20 million, you know, to keep in, you know, in line with FFP and all that jazz. We've got 2 very saleable assets in Gibbs White and Murillo. If that £20 million mark is true, we only need to sell one. And quite frankly, based on the players we've been linked with up to this point, Murillo is the more replaceable one. Based on Vanderson's style of play, which I'm going to, you know, obviously based on, you know, compilation videos. Because, believe it or not, I do not watch French football. So, based on that, I think we could maybe mould a similar, you know, similar style player in Vanderson. So, sell Murillo, you know, if the right offer does come to our doorstep. And we could bring him in for around 20 to 30 million. I think it's going to be more towards the 30 million pound mark, with also potential add-ons as well. So listen, he's going to be slightly more expensive than what we first signed Murillo for. However, if he comes out just 60% of the player Murillo was, we've got a very capable Premier League centre-half on our hands, and also just 22. We can even sell him in a few years' time to make a profit if, you know, he comes good. So I don't see anything wrong if we sell Murillo, by Vanderson, then I think that is a very, very good bit of business for us. Final rumoured incoming is Reiss Nelson. Now listen, it looks like his time at Arsenal's finally going to come to an end. He made 24 appearances last season, just 1 Premier League start. That was against Luton. He's got 1 goal and 3 assists across the season. You know, his time of being like 4th choice winger, it looks like it's going to come to an end. Looks like he's going to try and stay in the Premier League. It's us, West Ham and Crystal Palace that the main clubs are interested. And reportedly Arsenal want 20 million quid for him, which I think is going to be a push. But based on the price tag, it does sound very similar to how everyone, myself included, reacted to Anthony Elanga when we paid about 15 million quid for him. I thought that was a lot of money for someone who had just scored 2 Premier League goals. However, I think Nelson, he's had, you know, more time in the first team and he's got better numbers than what Elanga has, especially if Hudson-Odoi is to leave, which has been reported. I had to hope and don't think it will happen. But if he does, I think Nelson would be an adequate replacement for him. And even, like, as, you know, a backup option, he could definitely work his way into the first team as well. Got similar sort of, you know, I'd say similar style to Elanga, good burst of pace, and he's closer to Elanga than I would say Hudson-Odoi personally. So yeah, I think if we can get him a bit less, I think more towards the 12 to 15 region, then I think absolutely. But yeah, if we get outbidded, you know, by West Ham or Crystal Palace, it's not something that we should lose sleep over, because I think Hudson-Odoi and Elanga, you know, are better, and we got them both at a far cheaper price than the 20 million that Arsenal want for him. And finally, the final outgoing. I could have spoken about this in the last transfer video, but I thought I'd do it in this one, seeing the report I did just see. Atletico Madrid are reportedly interested in Murillo. Yeah, shock horror. Apparently though, we do rate him at £70 million, which, I won't lie, as of right now is a little bit extortionate. However, if you break it down and really have a look at it, come, you know, 10 plus years time, we could really be looking at, that's too little for him, because the potential and the ceiling he has got, he could easily be worth into the 100 millions, especially where the market is going now. So, yeah, I think we're going to try and get as much as possible. Personally, I would take, if we got 60 million plus, say, like 10, 15 in add-ons and a nice, like, 20% sell-on clause, I would take that. I'd probably even take 50 million up front right now, with like 15, 20 million in add-ons and a 20% sell-on clause, something like that, then I think that is fun. The sell-on clause is absolutely crucial. We shouldn't be selling him for less than 50 or 60, really. So I can understand the 70 million, you know, reasoning and all that. And also, We've got Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid interested, as well as Arsenal, Tottenham are also interested in him as well. Apparently Manchester United. Got clubs from everywhere. The biggest clubs in the world looking at him. So yeah, we can also demand a higher price for him with, bigger budgets, etc. looking at him. So I think the 70 million is warranted, but equally, if an offer of 60 plus a bit extra, comes in, I think we'll be stupid not to take that. But yeah, thank you all for watching this video. I'm going to be doing these once a week, every Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Make sure you smash a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all very soon. Goodbye.